In the world of the bold and the beautiful, anger can burn brighter than love, and this week, it consumes Ridge Forrester. The truth about Luna Nozawa's survival has detonated like a bomb across Los Angeles. She's alive, pregnant, and somehow free. For Ridge, it's unthinkable. The woman who nearly killed his daughter, Steffi, is walking the streets, carrying a child that could belong to Will Spencer. And the man standing in Ridge's way? None other than Bill Spencer himself. Get ready, this isn't just a disagreement. It's war. The moment Ridge Forrester hears the words, "Luna's alive," something inside him breaks. It's as if the air is sucked out of the room. The name alone reopens every wound, every memory of Steffi lying helpless, barely breathing, while Luna vanished into the shadows. Ridge's eyes widen, disbelief flooding his face. "That's impossible," he mutters. "She's dead. She has to be dead." But Bill's voice cuts through the silence, calm, heavy, too steady. "She's not. She's alive, and she's pregnant." The world stops. Ridge stares at Bill as though trying to make sense of a nightmare that refuses to end. "Pregnant?" His voice cracks, his fury rising. "You're telling me the woman who almost killed my daughter is walking free, and carrying a child?" Bill folds his arms, trying to sound rational. "It's not that simple, Ridge." Ridge steps closer, his tone trembling with rage. "Not that simple? She nearly murdered Steffi. And you're standing there acting like this is some misunderstanding?" The tension thickens, like a storm pressing down on the walls of the Spencer mansion. For Ridge, this isn't about reason, it's personal. He sees Luna as a threat, a stain that needs to be erased. And in his mind, every breath Luna takes is an insult to Steffi's suffering. At that moment, Ridge doesn't care about laws or evidence. He wants punishment. He wants Luna behind bars. And above all, he wants someone to pay, even if that someone is Bill Spencer. Bill doesn't flinch under Ridge's fury. He's used to standing toe-to-toe with men who think they can intimidate him, but this is different. This isn't business. This is family. "Ridge," Bill says evenly, "you need to listen before you explode." Ridge laughs bitterly. "Listen? To what? Another one of your twisted justifications?" Bill's patience thins. "You think I'm protecting Luna for fun? She's not free, she's under guard, in my estate. And she's pregnant." The room falls into a suffocating silence. Brooke gasps softly, while Taylor's hand flies to her mouth. Ridge's eyes narrow. "You're telling me she's pregnant? With whose child?" Bill takes a slow breath, the weight of his next words heavy. "We don't know yet. There's a possibility the baby could be Will's." The color drains from Ridge's face. His voice drops to a deadly whisper. "Your son?" Bill nods. "Until I know the truth, she stays under my protection." That's it, the last thread of control inside Ridge snaps. "You're protecting a killer because she might be carrying your son's baby?" he shouts, voice echoing through the mansion. "Don't twist this." Bill fires back. "I'm trying to handle this the right way, not with blind rage." Ridge's voice trembles with disgust. "You call this right? You're letting a murderer hide in your home." Bill's eyes flash. "And you talk about morals? Your family's covered up worse crimes than this. It's no longer just about Luna. Now it's Spencer versus Forrester. And there's no turning back." By the time Brooke, Katie, and Taylor rush into the room, the storm has already broken loose. "Ridge, stop," Brooke cries, her voice trembling. But Ridge doesn't even hear her. His anger has taken over, pure, unrelenting. He points a finger at Bill, his face red with rage. "You've crossed the line, Spencer. You think you're a savior, but you're just a coward hiding behind money and power." Bill's tone drops low, dangerous. "And you think you're the moral compass? Spare me. You've built your empire on secrets and lies." Ridge lunges forward, his voice thunderous. "At least I protect my family." Bill steps closer, nose to nose. "Then protect them, but stay the hell out of mine." The shove comes first, hard and fast. Bill stumbles back, then answers with one of his own. And then, it explodes. A fist flies. Then another. Glass shatters as the two titans of Los Angeles collide in a blur of fury and pride. Katie screams, "Stop it. You're hurting each other." Brooke pulls at Ridge's arm, desperate to break him free. Taylor steps in front of Bill, but he pushes past her. Ridge's fist lands squarely on Bill's jaw. Bill's counterpunch sends Ridge crashing into a table, scattering family photos to the floor. "Enough." Brooke shouts through tears. "You're both destroying everything." But it's no use. In that moment, they're no longer men, they're beasts, driven by pain, betrayal, and the ghosts of the women they love. Finally, Katie and Brooke manage to pull them apart. Both men stand heaving, bloodied, eyes wild. "This isn't over," Ridge growls. Bill wipes blood from his lip and stares back coldly. "You're damn right it isn't. The war has just begun." When the dust finally settles, the living room looks like a war zone. A broken vase lies shattered across the marble floor, family portraits hang crooked, and the air itself seems to hum with leftover rage. Ridge's shirt is torn open, his chest rising and falling like a man who's just escaped a storm. His knuckles are slick with blood, not all of it his own. Across from him, Bill Spencer stands tall but trembling. A thin stream of crimson runs down from the corner of his mouth, his expression unshaken, defiant. Brooke, Katie, and Taylor stand frozen, the three women who've seen these men fight for power, for love, for pride, but never like this. Katie is the first to find her voice, trembling. Is this what it's come to? Two fathers tearing each other apart, while a pregnant woman hides upstairs? Her words cut through the silence like glass. Brooke steps forward, eyes filled with fear and heartbreak. "You could have killed each other, Ridge. What's the point of justice if it destroys you too?" But Ridge doesn't hear her. His face is still twisted with fury. "Justice isn't destruction, Brooke. It's balance, and Luna needs to pay for what she's done." He storms toward the door, his voice echoing. "I'm calling the police. I don't care whose baby she's carrying, she's going to prison tonight." Bill's low growl freezes everyone in place. "Not until I know the truth." His tone is dangerous, final. That one sentence redraws the battle line right through the center of the room. Two men, both fathers, both protectors, now stand on opposite sides of morality. Taylor whispers to Brooke, her voice breaking. "If they don't stop, this war will destroy both families." Brooke nods slowly, tears filling her eyes. "It already has." As the night deepens over Los Angeles, the mansion falls eerily quiet, but inside, the war rages on. Ridge drives away in silence, his mind consumed by one name, Steffi. Every image of his daughter's near-death flashes before his eyes like a curse. To him, letting Luna go free would mean betraying his own child. Meanwhile, Bill stands by the window, his reflection fractured in the glass. Katie's soft voice pleads behind him, but he doesn't turn around. He's thinking not just as a man, but as a father. What if Ridge is wrong? What if that unborn child truly belongs to Will? One truth, one baby, two legacies on the verge of collapse. This is no longer about Luna's sins, it's about vengeance versus blood. Ridge fights for punishment, Bill fights for truth, and both are losing themselves in the process. When that DNA test is revealed, it won't just determine paternity, it will decide the future of two dynasties. The Forresters, the Spencers, both teetering on the edge of ruin. So, whose side are you on? Ridge's righteous fury, or Bill's cold defiance? Because in this war, love, truth, and loyalty are the first casualties. And in the bold and the beautiful, nobody walks away unscarred.